MIT and Harvard released a peer-reviewed study in the Environmental Research Letters that genuinely lacks key information. They posted that Volkswagen will kill 59 US citizens, while ignoring key matrices such as the fact that the TDI running outside of the EPA emissions mandate gets higher fuel economy. How do you do an environmental impact study but lack information such as mile per gallon average improvements of these vehicles over the economy.gov website? economy.gov sets TDI vehicles at 30 and 42 or 34 miles per gallon combined. On that very same fuel economy site, it posts users are seeing an average of 39.5 miles per gallon for the automatic and 44.7 miles per gallon for the manual in real life of the 2012 Jetta TDI. This is an average of 40.02 miles per gallon, assuming a 90-10 split of automatic to manual transmissions. I couldn't find exact figures in the US. At the average of 15,000 miles driven per year, the site says 442 gallons is consumed on paper. At the real-life number of 40.02 miles per gallon, you'll see 375 gallons per 15,000 miles. That is a difference of 67 fewer gallons consumed per year per vehicle on average. We'll use the 67 gallons saved per vehicle as our basis point. Now there are 482,000 TDI vehicles in the USA, resulting in a net fuel consumption savings of 32,294,000 gallons per year. Semi-tractors transporting fuel have a limit of 11,600 gallons, and we will use the highest number here and assume they're always full. That is 2,784 fewer truck transports of diesel fuel per year. With the savings of 32 plus million gallons of fuel, coupled with the fact that you get an average of 12 gallons of diesel per 42-gallon crude oil barrel, results in 2,691,167 fewer barrels of crude oil needing to be processed. And I'm not even factoring in the pollution saved by not drilling, transporting, or processing the crude, or the diesel consumption saved by the fewer truck transports. MIT and Harvard should be ashamed of themselves for publishing such a shoddy and poorly done research study while making the most egregious of claims that Volkswagen is killing people, when in fact the complete opposite is true when you start looking at the total net gains in real life. This is as bad as the EPA rules of measuring pollution per gallon of fuel rather than pollution per mile traveled, which would push vehicles to higher mile per gallon limits. Shame on MIT and Harvard.